Mission timer initialized.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Engineering. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Affirmative. Engineering. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Reporting. Agreed.
Yes, sir.
On my way. Acknowledged. At once. Agreed. Yes, sir. Very well. At once. Of course. Very well. Yes, sir. Reporting. Agreed. Very well.
Yes, affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Agreed. Agreed. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. Of course. Very well.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative. Agreed. Very well. At once.
Yes, sir. For king and country. Engineering.
Reporting. Reporting. Very well. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Yes, affirmative.
Reporting. Reporting at once. Very well.
Medic reporting. Moving out. Moving out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Engineering.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative.
Reporting.
40
Yes,
minutes
sir. Moving out.
remaining.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Very well. Very well.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative.
Reporting. Agreed.
Yes, affirmative.
Reporting.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Moving out.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Reporting. Agreed.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Reporting. Very well.
Yes, affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Medic reporting.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Agreed. Affirmative.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Commander. King and country. On my way. Indeed. On my way. On my way. For king and country. On my way. On my way. For king and country. Indeed. For king and country. Yes, sir. On my way.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Medic reporting. Moving out. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Medic reporting.
Explosive
Yes,
charge
sir.
placed.
At once.
Medic moving out. Affirmative.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Very well. Agreed. At once.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Ready and waiting.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative.
Ready and waiting. Agreed. Agreed.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. At once.
Explosive
Very
charge
well.
placed.
Affirmative. Agreed.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Report at once. Agreed. Awaiting
Yes,
orders.
sir. On my way. King and country. Engineering. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Ready and waiting. Once. Agreed. At very well. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Indeed. On my way. Indeed. For king and country. On my way. Indeed. For king and country. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. On my way.
30
Engineering.
minutes
Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Affirmative. Waiting orders.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Engineering. Commander. For king and country. Indeed. On my way. For king and country. On my way. For king and country. On my way. For king and country. Engineering. Affirmative. 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 Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, affirmative.
Reporting.
Engineering. Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Yes, affirmative. 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 Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative.
Yes, affirmative.
Medic reporting.
Yes, affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Reporting. Ready and waiting.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders. Agreed. Affirmative. Agreed. Very well. Agreed. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative.
Medic reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Medic reporting. Moving out. Affirmative. Medic reporting.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Yes, sir.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Acknowledged. Reporting. Of course. Ready and waiting. Awaiting orders. Reporting. Very well. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative. At once. Very well. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Affirmative. Agreed. At once. Affirmative. Agreed. Yes, sir. At once. Awaiting orders.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Agreed. Very well. Reporting. Affirmative. Very well. Reporting. Affirmative. At once. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Engineering.
Explosive charge.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Very well. At once. Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
20 minutes.
Commander, on my way. On my way. For king and country. Indeed. For king and country. Indeed. Commander, for king and country. Indeed. 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 Yes, affirmative. Engineering. Affirmative.
Reporting. At once. At once. Yes, sir. Agreed. Acknowledged. Very well. Agreed. Affirmative. Of course. Yes, sir. Very well. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. Of course. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Very well. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Explosive
Engineering.
charge. Placed.
Affirmative.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. For king and country. For king and country.
Awaiting orders. Ready and waiting. Very well. Yes, sir. Very well. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir. Very well.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. At once. Reporting. At once. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Agreed. Very well.
Commander, for king and my way.
Acknowledged. Agreed. Affirmative. Agreed.
Commander, for king and country. Indeed. Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. At once.
Unit lost.
Very well. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Reporting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Ready and waiting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Very well.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Ready and waiting. At once. Very well. Very well. Of course. Agreed.
Engineering. Affirmative. 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 Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Very well. Reporting. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Very well.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Agreed. Very well. At once. Agreed.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Ready and waiting.
Yes, sir.
10
Moving out.
minutes.
Yes, sir. Waiting orders.
Medic reporting. Moving out. Moving out. Affirmative.
Reporting. At once. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative. At once. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. At once.
Explosive
Yes,
charge.
affirmative. Affirmative.
Ready and agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders.
Ready and waiting.
Acknowledged.
Ready and waiting.
Awaiting orders. Very well. Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Very well.
Commander. On my way. Indeed.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Agreed.
Engineering. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Charge,
Reporting.
please.
At once.
Explosive
Yes,
charge,
affirmative.
please.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Acknowledged. At once. Yes, sir.
5 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Agreed. Affirmative.
Engineering. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Unit lost.
Yes, affirmative. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Mission accomplished.